Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode. Uh, I'll wait for a couple of minutes so that more people join. Good evening, Anand. While we're waiting for more people, if you have any questions, you can ask. I'm happy to answer. Right, I think slowly people are joining the stream. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Good morning, Sasta or Sasta. Oh, good evening. Yeah. Good evening, Murthy. Okay. So let me start. Good evening, Venugopal. So today, let's talk about meme coins. I'll definitely talk about meme coins, Anand. So, give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so that I can talk about the topic, right? After the first 10 minutes, I will be happy answering all the questions. I'll talk about whatever you want me to talk. Good evening, Tech Tribe. Uh, so, the idea is regulations and crypto. So a lot of people have clarity on this, some people don't have clarity on this. If crypto is legal in India, is Bitcoin legal in India, uh, is it regulated, is it unregulated, what is the difference, right? So I'll try to cover that. Okay. So the first and foremost is, if you look at any technology, hi Ravindra, any technology, first technology is created, invented. Look at internet, look at any of the apps that we use. So first the technology comes, then government looks at the technology, sees how people are using the technology, and then comes up with the regulations, right? For example, internet came to India in the 90s. Internet regulation came after 10-15 years. Still internet regulations are not complete. If you look at it, they are going to pass this data privacy act and everything. So normally, whenever a technology comes and people start using it, it's kind of unregulated technology. Ola, Uber was like that. Amazon was like that. Flipkart was like that. So when people start using it, government sees, okay, so many people are using it. Um how many people are using it for good purpose? How many people are using it for bad purpose? So based on this, they come up with rules. Okay, this particular product you can use like this. This product you cannot use it for these reasons. Okay, so if you look at crypto in India, okay, I was just going through the comments. Okay, if you look at crypto in India, uh, we still don't have complete regulations. But over the years, what government has done is, from 2013, RBI etc. has been aware of crypto in India. Right, the first circular about crypto came from RBI in 2013. So what that circular said was, crypto is a very risky instrument. if you are trading in it, it's up to you, but you are taking risk. You need to understand that, right? If you want, you take the risk. अगर आपको रिस्क लेना है तो ले सकते हैं, लेकिन इसका रिस्क समझ के खेलना, यही आरबीஐ ने बोला. ஸோ இதில் ரிஸ்க் இருக்கு, ஆனால் பார்த்து உங்களோட ரிஸ்க்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் அந்த மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ கிரிப்டோ has been unregulated for a long time, and it has been extremely volatile. So in 2018, RBI, they issued a circular which said that crypto business people can do, crypto people can trade, but banking access we will not give. So banks should not support crypto. So all the exchanges, we went against RBI, we put a case in Supreme Court, and in 2020 we won that case, right? So after that and before that, government has formed multiple committees to come up with solution, right? How to regulate crypto. In 2019 and all, there was a recommendation that crypto should be banned, right? Crypto should be banned, but that thankfully some people in the government said no, we should not ban this technology. Has a lot of promise. Let us wait and watch. So we have come to this stage. Still, government has not passed a regulation. But the good thing is, in September next month, government is going to release a policy paper. So this policy paper will talk about how government can regulate crypto, what all the areas they will cover, and the most important thing is they are asking for suggestions, right? From people like us who are running exchanges, people like you who are investors. So they are asking suggestions from all the people, and it will be great if you guys can contribute to it, right? So as of now, the status of crypto is, in terms of taxation, they had an answer, they gave the clarity, right? 30% tax, 1% TDS, losses cannot be set off, losses cannot be carried forward, right? I think this taxation is very, very bad, right? Very extreme. But once the regulations are in place, right, we'll have a regulator. At that point of time, we can request for a better taxation, right? They always start at the high, then we have to lobby, we have to make our interest, like say that there are so many people trading in crypto. These kind of laws, if you keep, it's very difficult for these people to trade. So we need to explain it to the government, and government will definitely listen, right? So that is one thing, right? Apart from that, in 2023 March, 2023 February, ASCII, like the Advertising Standards Council of India, so they are the ones who should say, who says how an advertisement should be, what all should be part of the advertisement, what should not be advertised. So they came up with the guidelines, just like how in mutual fund ads or in stock market ads, you have this line, right? Mutual funds are subject to market risk. Please check before you invest. So those kind of standard disclaimer will be there. So our crypto products, any advertisements, they came up with this standard disclaimer, right? That crypto products are inherently risky, right? There is a chance that you lost all the money. So be careful when you are trading, right? So this came in February, and in March, so there is something called FIU, okay, Financial Intelligence Unit. So what this unit does is they collect data from all banks, and based on that data, they take action. They share the data with the CBA, Enforcement Directorate, Income Tax, GST department. So all departments, the data goes from FIU. Okay, so this department is mainly to catch black money, right, and terrorist financing. So 2023 March, all the crypto exchanges, crypto service providers, they were brought under PMLA Act, and we started reporting to FIU. So we were one of the first exchanges to get registered with the FIU, right? And it has been more than 16, 17 months, right? And FIU is coming up with recommendations how we can improve our compliance, how we can be having a strong KYC mechanisms and things like that. So it has been 15 months since we got a become a reporting entity, right? So these are the things that have happened so far. And one more thing, last year, Indian government, what they decided was, cryptocurrency, they cannot regulate it alone, right? It's not possible for India to have a different methodology, and the rest of the countries in the world have different regulations. So they said, why don't we come up with a common framework? So because India was leading the G20 summit, they asked IMF, and IMF asked FSB, the Financial Stability Board, to come up with a paper. So the paper came up with the recommendation. So that paper came exactly 1 year before, last year September. So the paper said, please don't ban it. Ban, you cannot implement. You don't have tools to implement it, because like Agar someone keeps Bitcoin hidden, how will you even find it? Right? It's better to regulate. So they came up with a lot of actions, right? How officials need to be trained with this latest technology, how government needs to have tools and things in place, and how it can be regulated, right? So government, Indian government kind of accepted that, right? But it's still, because of the elections were there this year, they couldn't act on it. But now, next month, they are saying they'll release a policy paper which will clarify the position of the government. This is a very, 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 very important thing, right? I am very, very sure, I'm very optimistic that there is going to be not one word mentioned in terms of ban, right? They are going to regulate it. How they are going to regulate it, who is going to be the regulator, whether it's going to be SEBI, whether it's going to be RBI, or whether it's going to be another uh, government body, or they'll create a new body. So all those things we are waiting for answers. Maybe government may not have actual answers, but we will get to see where all they have concerns and how they are going to manage, right? So this is the status. So September is going to be a very important month for uh, people like us. So we have to see what is going to be there in the paper, right? So that is the topic that I wanted to speak today. But apart from that, I'll start answering all the questions. Okay. Anand Singh says, talk about meme coins. I'll definitely talk about it, Anand. Give me some time. Tech says, good evening. Robindra says, good evening. Hello. All in one express. Masood, good evening. Amir John says, Shiva news, 1 rupees, please. Tamil sir. I think he's talking about Shiba, I'll definitely talk about Shiba, later, um, along with the meme coins. Right, Target Siksha, BFIC, good evening, good evening. Kaja, good evening. நீங்க broker service பண்ணுவீங்களா? I am FIU registered. Hi Lime, so you can send a mail to us, or you can reach out to support, right? Or you can connect with me in LinkedIn, Arjun Vijay 89, right? If you are a broker, we can definitely connect, right? We have some requirements, formalities. We will check and let you know. Giottus exchange best, but withdrawal deposit INR problem. Hey, did you check this week? This week we have again gone live with instant deposit and withdrawal. So deposits will take maximum 1 minute. Withdrawals will take less than 10 seconds. Right? Please try and let me know the feedback. UPI deposit best exchange. Thank you, Vansh. Jem Kumar, good. Cryptocurrency is part of blockchain. So, see, before 2008, there was nothing like blockchain, cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin, Ethereum, nothing was there. So, first, Satoshi Nakamoto, you don't know who he is, he came with a white paper in which he described how Bitcoin will work, right? Bitcoin was supposed to be an alternate form of US dollar, right? Just like how you have US dollar rupees. He wanted to create a digital system where a digital currency called Bitcoin would be used. So, that was the plan. And people saw, okay, all these things is possible, why don't we take the underlying software and use it for other purposes? That is how blockchain came into picture. Okay. Cryptocurrency tax policy, very, very bad. Completely agreed. Once, hopefully, I think within next 12 months we should see some changes. So the most important thing that crypto industry is waiting for is regulations. Once that step is crossed, I think the rest of the things like taxation and all those things will get clarity. Bro, Indian government crypto के बर्बाद कर दिया है. Tax policy is very bad. Yeah, agreed. Sir, Giottus Zoom meeting start. So, I mean, you have any problem with YouTube? I thought in YouTube more people can join, and even if they don't join immediately, this video is going to be available and they can watch whenever they find time. Once call our customer support. I'm putting it in the chat. Right, we all have a phone call support. Right, you can call this number if you're facing any issues with the deposit, KYC, withdrawal. Right, they'll be able to help. Puneet, you send a fresh mail. I'll look into it. So if you need very high limits, we need IT returns. So without IT return also, we can increase your limit to a reasonable level, right? But if you want more than 2 lakhs per day limit, right, at that point of time, we need some kind of a proof, because it is part of every other exchange, right? We are having this documentation process, right? we need to justify why we increase the limit for this person. What is the purpose? We are very very paranoid that people should not use it for P2P, right? Or any wrong reason, right? So that is why we have this check. So it is more work for us also. It is not like we don't want the business. If you come by do withdrawals, it's good business for us. It is just that as a regulatory requirement, we ask for some documents. If you don't have IT returns, it's okay. If you have, very good, we'll immediately increase the limit. If you don't have, we will still consider. We will see what other documents you have, and based on that, we can give you higher limits. So Bodo says, good evening. Can you explain how to find good altcoin qualities? Definitely, Ali. All is one express. Definitely, I'll answer this. Happy seeing. Good evening. Can we start crypto withdrawal from our exchange? Yes, crypto withdrawal is open. You can do crypto withdrawal from Giottus. After KYC, how much money we can deposit? It's up to you. If you want to deposit 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 10 lakh rupees, you can deposit monthly. No restrictions on that. Anything on Vazilex like some retail production and guidelines. So definitely. So first of all, when government starts issuing licenses, they'll have some protection mechanism. They'll say minimum paid up capital is like this, custodian needs to be separate. There'll be rules, right? Not everyone can start an exchange, and even people who are running an exchange, there'll be minimum set of guidelines. And at that point of time, even government might help. There's a regulator, government might see that okay, it is an act of god, it is something outside their control, they might even come to help, right? But pre-regulations we cannot help. Look at this. And exchanges also are creating a body, right? We are coming up with consumer protection guidelines. What are the rules that we need to follow? How we have to store our customer assets safe from exchange assets? Now, all those things we are trying to come up with policies. Soon you'll get to know. Puneet says email ID to contact me. Uh, I mean, best thing is to send a mail to our customer support, right? If you're not getting any answer, then you send a mail to me. Okay, this is my mail ID. Okay. My cryptocurrency withdrawal has been suspended. They are asking for wallet address and other data. Giving this data safe. Maxwell, we don't use this data for anything else, right? See, these data we ourselves also can find, right? If you put it in a TRM chain, we can get it. But as a policy purpose, we want to understand, right? We want to collect the data. We will not use this data for anything. Okay. It is, I don't even know how we can use the data. It is just that we want to understand, okay, these people are taking money to Binance for this purpose, right? That as a regulatory requirement, we are going to store it. We are not sharing this data with anyone, right? Even I myself, I don't see this data, right? This is only for the compliance team. For an approval purpose, they are asking for this data. There is nothing they can do with that data, right? You're saying you send money to KuCoin or some platform. That's all that is, right? Okay, so I have answered most of the questions. Bitmart, Bitget, and Bybit exchange is removed from Play Store today. Oh, see, what government is asking is you can operate crypto in India, right? But come and register with FIU, right? So initially, none of the international exchanges did. So December last year, they banned Binance, OKX, KuCoin, Bitfinex, a lot of these exchanges. Then slowly, first KuCoin came and registered in India. Now, recently, Binance also has registered with the FIU. More and more exchanges are in talks with the government. They will register. So people who are not in discussion with the government is saying, if you don't come to me, we will block your website. So that is why maybe this could have happened. I don't know if exactly why this happened, but this is probably the reason. So government is taking strong action against people who are not even coming to meet them, right? Government is saying come meet us and register with us. That is not happening. Okay. Login, forgot password, not work. Ilayaraja, you can call this number I have again mentioned, right? Customer care, they will guide you to reset password. You should not have any problem. Okay. So overall, I think two questions came, three questions. One is about meme coins, other was about Shiba, 1 rupee, uh, and third is about altcoins, how to find good altcoins. So, okay, see, I think for all three, the answer is very, very simple. For one thing about Shiba Inu, it's very easy. It is not going to go to 1 rupee. It can go 100 percentage up, 200 percentage up, but to become 1 rupee, it has to become what 500 times, which is very, very, very difficult, right? With current market cap, if Shiba, has like what, 40 point 000014 in US dollar. I'm just checking the current INR price, right? So it is 0.0000186. It has to become 10, almost 900 times or 800 times for it to reach here. If that happens, right, it will cross the market cap of Bitcoin, even more than Bitcoin, right? It will become 10x the market cap. So that is not possible at this point of time. See, price increase can happen, we don't know, right? But it cannot reach 1 rupee ever. So don't think about if Shiba Inu can reach 1 rupee, if baby dolls can become 1 rupee, right? So that is a very baseless question that will never ever ever happen. There's very, very, very low probability for that to happen, right? More or less you can think that it will not happen. You should just assume it will not happen, right? Having said that, right, if you look at overall meme coins or altcoins or crypto ecosystem in general, there are two parts to it. One is the fundamental part, right? This week or this month, Aave, right? I hope you have heard about this project called Aave. Aave has, it's like 41st rank in the coin market cap, and it has done fantastically well. This year it has gone up by 16 percentage. Right? The reason being, a lot of people are using Aave to borrow. So if you have like 100 Ethereum, you can put 100 Ethereum in Aave in DeFi and borrow. Let's say so one Ethereum is 2 lakhs, right? So 2 crores means 1.5 crores, 1.2 crores you can borrow in USDC or USDT. So a lot of people are using it actively. So as people use a particular protocol, there is value attached to it. So that is the fundamentals part. So if you are looking at altcoins, if you are looking at projects in terms of fundamentals, you are looking at the L1 platform, you need to look at what is the traction, how many people are using it. And when there is increased usage, for example, in the start of this year in Solana, lot of meme coins were pumping, right? Because meme coins in Solana were pumping, Solana price also went up, right? Even right now, if you look at it, it's 40% higher than what it was in January 1st, right? So that was very, very important. Solana, people thought, okay, if a lot of meme coins are going around Solana, people will buy Solana to invest in the meme coins, right? So that is why Solana pumped. So like this, each and every coin, every token, there is an, what to say, a story behind it. In the case of Ripple, there was this lawsuit that happened, right? I think they fined the Ripple founders, but even after that, a lot of people are not using Ripple for any purpose, right? Ripple is not part of the DeFi, right? A lot of governments are using Ripple software, but Ripple software doesn't use XRP, right? There's a difference, right? So wherever projects have found increased use case, right? Uh, Another very, very good example is Toncoin. Toncoin is Telegram open network. So this is like the default coin of Telegram. A lot of people are using Telegram. So because of that, the coin price has gone up by 130% this year, right? Because so many mini apps, especially this hamster combat, dogs, um, I forgot other, I think not coin. So many other projects got launched on Toncoin, and they got a lot of users adoption, right? Already people are using Telegram just like WhatsApp. So it's very easy to launch new apps in Ton. So because of that, the Ton coin pumped, right? So this is regarding fundamentals. But when the Telegram founder got arrested last week, along with it, you also saw Dogs was launched, and because of that, the network crashed for a few days. So because of these two things, Ton coin has gone down by 20%. So if you are looking at fundamentals, you need to look at both short term and long term. In short term, you look at what is the positive news, what is the negative news. In the long term, look at the overall fundamentals. What is the TVL? What is the daily active users? What is the monthly active users? Uh, what is the roadmap, right? So all those things you need to check if you look at fundamentals, right? So this is one part. But what I have realized in crypto is the most important thing that makes money for you, right? So is narrative. Okay, if you look at meme coins have no fundamentals, right? Even Ripple, it has no fundamental. That's what I would say, right? But if people start talking about a particular coin, right? If there's a lot of positive talk about a particular coin, you see that the coin kind of pumps crazily, right? That happened with Kaspa this year, right? Uh, it has come to the 22nd rank despite not being launched in any major exchange. It has gone up by 50% from the start of this year. As I already mentioned, Ton, Pepe coin has done fantastically well, right? Pepe has gone up by around 5,000 percentage this year. Sorry, 500 percentage from the start of the year, right? Basically, if you had put 100 rupees, it would be close to 600 rupees now. So a lot of meme coins and all those things is about watching it continuously and looking at what is the narrative. When Meta launched the metaverse, right, when they changed the name from Facebook to Meta, at that point in time all the metaverse related projects, Sandbox and other things went up. Right now, if you look at it, Sandbox has gone down to 94th rank, right? And Decentraland is actually out of the top 100. So because at this point in time people are not talking about metaverse, people have moved to AI. So as people have moved to AI, if you look at fetch token, right, fetch token has done phenomenally well, right? um, so whatever is the narrative is very very important if you are looking at short term projects, right? For long term projects, you look at fundamentals, right? I'm very, very bullish on Ethereum because the fundamentals are great. But short term, we don't know how the price will go up or go down in the short term. Okay. So there are other questions. Um, how to deposit USD from Binance to Giottus? Very easy, Prabhakar. In Giottus, click deposit. You select USDT. In USDT, next to that you will have a address, right? You can either choose Tron network or BSC network or Ethereum network. We support deposits in all three. BSC chain will be the cheapest. You can deposit directly. If you have doubt, you can call the number. I have mentioned the number 78248 right? Please start Giotto's Zoom meeting. Kaja will definitely try. But why you don't like YouTube live? You tell me, right? Here also you can ask questions, there also you can ask question, right? How to learn fundamentals? Very good question, right? So first thing is you start reading from important magazines, right? There is Coindesk, there is Coin Telegraph. I'm just typing it here so that people um, so there is another website called the block. So it is important that you read all these websites to understand what is the overall larger picture, right? What is happening. Then you go to reddit.com, right? Spend time in crypto related uh, subreddits, right? So in these things, you'll have a fair idea what people are talking about, right? And the most important website that I use for finding the fundamentals is DeFi Llama, right? You can use this DeFi Llama website to understand how the yeah. So that is why go to this website, try to see which protocol is highest, which protocol is lower, compare two different things, compare Ethereum versus Tron, how the TVL is increasing, how the daily addresses are increasing. See, Facebook is very, very valuable, correct? WhatsApp is very, very valuable. YouTube is very, very valuable, right? How is a project valued in traditional place, right? If a lot of people use WhatsApp, a lot of people are using Facebook, a lot of people are using Uber, that is why it's extremely valuable. So the same thing with crypto. If a lot of people use a particular project, then its value increases. So when you talk about fundamentals, that is what we are looking at. How many people are using it? How are they using it? And does that affect token supply? Right? In Ethereum, if a lot of people start using it, there's a token burn that happens because of which the supply reduces, because of which the price can increase a lot, right? Uh, so there is this project called Eigen Layer which has come to restake Ethereum. So a lot of good projects are coming, but you will learn about fundamentals only if you spend daily half an hour, 1 hour, or weekly 2-3 hours trying to learn about projects, right? You should not be just watching YouTube videos where people talk about a particular token. Unless you open the website, you do the research, you will not be able to learn a lot. But this DeFi Llama website is very, very interesting. You go through all the tabs, right? There is in the left, there is like multiple topics. Try to click all the topics, try to understand what it means. Maybe I'll do a separate video on how to use DeFi Llama to understand projects. But the most important thing that you need to look at is the TVL, right? TVL is total value locked. On the top of Ethereum, I am saying there are chains like Aave, tokens like Aave, Uniswap, so many other platforms run, right? Even Lido, right? Now the question is, what is the value of all the tokens that is there on Ethereum network, right? At this point of time, I think the TVL is close to 47.227 billion, right? I think they don't include stable coins in this. If you look at and look at Tron has become number one chain in terms of daily active users, because a lot of people find using USDT over Tron convenient and cheaper, right? So this is one of the reasons why Tron price has gone up this year. So like this, you have to understand the fundamentals. Puneet, you can send a mail to me. I'll look into it. I will try to see how your limits can be increased. Why? So we do all the TDS deduction, Siva. TDS is only applicable when you sell or when you do crypto to crypto. When you buy crypto or when you do crypto withdrawal for crypto deposit, TDS is not applicable, right? Wherever it's applicable, we ourselves will deduct the TDS and we will pay it in income tax portal on your behalf, so you don't have to find. See, chart future trading. Definitely, Amsat. Within 1 month, you'll have the chart corrected. Within 45 days, you'll also have futures launched, right? Definitely, it's coming. So don't worry, right? So, people have any other questions? Can Baby Dodge reach 0.0005 in 2030? See, Anand, most important thing is your asset allocation, right? Uh, it is very difficult to predict if a particular token will go to X price or Y price, right? That is mostly gambling, right? At least in stock market, you have like, okay, this company is doing so much revenues, so it can go. In meme coins, it is like anything can happen, right? There's no cash flows. Shiba Inu was like very, very, very cheap, right? And it went to very, very, very high level and has come down. So anything can happen. So what I would suggest is keep 50-60% of your overall portfolio in Bitcoin, 20-30% in projects like Ethereum, BNB, Tron, Ton, right? These kind of projects where there is a lot of fundamentals, and 2%, 1% you can keep in coins like Shiba, Baby Dodge, Floki, Pepe, any meme coins. Don't put too much money on meme coins, right? I'm not saying don't invest in it. Invest a little amount because risk is very high. Anything that can go up 1000% can also crash 90%. If it goes from 100 to 10 rupees, right, your value, it's 90% crash. But for 90% crash to overcome that, you need to grow by 900%, right? If it goes down by 90%, it has to go up by 900% for it to reach the same value, right? That is the power of this percentage. So you have to be very, very careful with respect to meme coins. I was talking in the previous videos also. In May month alone, in June month alone, 5 lakh coins have got launched, right? People are creating a lot of new tokens every day, right? All of them cannot succeed. There are so many competitors for Baby Dodge, so many competitors for Shiba, so it is very difficult. Suddenly, a coin like Bonk, Pepe can do really well. But out of 1,000 coins, one or two coins are doing really well. How to find this one or two coins is a very, very, very difficult job. Even I cannot do it. So best is, if you want to play, it's almost like picking Dream 11. You can pick some players, but today who is going to play well, we don't know. So you can do that, but do it only for 5% or 10% of your overall investment. For 90%, put it in secure, right? I'm very, very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Even after 5 years, 10 years, Bitcoin will do well, right? Bitcoin should go by 10x, right, in the next 5 to 10 years, right, at least, right? Bitcoin can even cross $1 million in this cycle. So anything can happen with respect to Bitcoin. I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin. But the same thing I cannot say about meme coins. Because I'm not saying meme coins will definitely go down. It can even go 10x from here. There's no guarantee, right? But risk is much higher. Bitcoin, there is a guarantee, there is like a sure shot because people are using it properly, right? Meme coins, people are just betting. See, you are not buying baby dots to use it, right? You want to sell it when it reaches 0.0005, right? All the people are having the same plan. They want to flip. When people keep selling and some people are buying, the price can never go up. Only if when people buy and hold, the price of the asset rises, right? So it's very important that you have 90% of your wealth in safe crypto assets, and 10% or 5% you can play around in meme coins. If you are lucky, you will make a lot of money. If you are not lucky, at least the rest of the 90% is safe. Okay. Any other question? If you have no other questions, we can end this, right? Happy weekend, guys. It's already 7:05. I'll wait for a minute. If there are no questions, we can end the discussion here. See, will bull run start in 2025? I'm very, very, very bullish. So September first week, US government is going to reduce the interest rate. Interest rate, when it reduces, lot of money will flow into the market. Typically, by October, November, December, and all, we should have a new all-time high for Bitcoin. This cycle slightly it has been different. Normally, Bitcoin price goes up, then the alt season happens, then the meme coin goes up. This year, meme coins price went up, then Bitcoin price went up. Right, altcoins have not done phenomenally well. Especially the projects like Matic is not making a lot of news right now. Ada, I have not heard any particular news in the last 3-4 years. There's no DeFi ecosystem compared to other platforms. So it is very important, right? Outside the fundamentals, right? I said fundamentals, which all coins have. Ethereum has good fundamentals. Ton has good fundamentals. BNB coin has good fundamentals. Uh, Tron, right? Tron, Ethereum, BNB, Uniswap, Aave, Chainlink. These have good fundamentals, right? So long term, you can hold, right? You should also look at how many tokens are in circulation, how much new tokens are getting issued, inflation, token unlocks. These things you keep checking. But outside that, right? This Ripple, Matic, or even Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, I consider them as zombie projects, right? Technically, they used to be doing really well in 2016-17. These days, you go to Twitter, to their main page, you don't see any activity on that, right? You hear a lot about Solana, right? I'll add Solana to the fundamentals, projects with solid fundamentals, right? But it's better to exit unproductive investments like ADA, Matic, XRP and move it to positive. But again, I'm not saying ADA will not go up 2x, XRP will not go 2x. It can happen. But from my perspective, the probability is higher for good coins, right? எதெல்லாம் ட்ரெண்டில் இருக்கோ the coins that are in trend, जो coins अभी ट्रेंड में है उसमें ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं, அதில் வந்து ப்ராஃபிட் வரதுக்கு சான்ஸ் அதிகம். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பெட்டிங் ஆன் த வின்னிங் ஹார்ஸ். ஸோ ஆல் தி ப்ராஜெக்ட் தட் ஹவ் டன் வெல் ஃப்ரம் த ஸ்டார்ட் ஆஃப் திஸ் இயர், ஸ்டார்ட் பெட்டிங் ஆன் தோஸ். These duds that are not given you good returns, it's time to exit. Don't keep holding the bag, because if these projects go 2x, good projects can go 3x, 4x, right? That is my assumption. So that's what I would say. Sure, Indrani, we will definitely share a POR report. There is a proof of reserves project that's going on, right? Our auditor is auditing our books, and based on that, he will come up with an audited report, which will share it with the public. Thanks for asking. Any other question? My thoughts about Kaspa coin. So Kaspa did really, really well in the starting of the year, right? After that, the price has come down, right? It is not yet listed in Binance, right, or Coinbase. Generally, when a project gets listed in Binance, immediately the token price starts crashing because a lot of people start selling it. That's what has happened. So I'm not sure if when Binance lists this particular project, it's a good thing or a bad thing. But if you look at it exactly from last 1 year, it has gone 600% up. It was around 2.8 rupees 1 year back, and now it's at 14.1 rupee. It is a decent project. This project has got a good momentum. This year, it has done well. So it talks about DAG, right? DAG is directed acyclic graph. So earlier, if you have been there from 2017-18, you'll remember this project called IOTA, right? That project is still around. So at that point in time, there was similar hype for that as well, but uh, it did very, very well. And then suddenly you start hearing no news about the project. So Caspa, the narrative is good, right? But it's important that they bring more DeFi projects to their platform. We see actual use cases. Only then the project can show long-term growth. Short-term growth anyone can show, but we should not FOMO into it. We have to look at long-term. But look at the narrative. Will PNL is coming in next 2 weeks. Okay, so September is going to be a very important month for you, right? We are making a lot of changes in terms of charts, in terms of PNL. So all those things you'll get in September, Will. Future futures we are launching probably before Diwali. You'll get futures, right? Long time hold best coin, Bitcoin. Don't think it's expensive. Normally you don't buy iron because it's 1 kg is 10-20 rupees. You buy gold even if 1 gram is 6,000 rupees. Same thing with respect to Bitcoin. Don't think it's very expensive. Buy small amount of Bitcoin. For 1,000 rupees also you can buy Bitcoin. For 500 rupees also you can buy Bitcoin. So long term coin, one coin, I'll keep saying it. I have always said it in the last 7 years. Bitcoin, 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 right? You look at it, go to coin market cap, right? There's something called dominance, right? There are around 2 million coins listed in coin market cap, right? Out of, so they are saying in one side you put Bitcoin, in other side you put all this 2 million coins or like 20,000 coins. Bitcoin is valued higher. 56% of the overall crypto market cap is just Bitcoin. That shows the power of Bitcoin. So don't bet against it. Some random coins can do better than Bitcoin short term, but in the long term, I always believe you will get more returns in Bitcoin than in traditional financial assets. With respect to altcoins, you have to pick winners. We don't know who will click, right? Sometimes Kaspa can go up, sometimes Ton can go up, right? And the next cycle they may not be there, right? For example, last cycle there are 2017 cycle Ethereum did really well. Now Ethereum is doing decently well, but not great, right? But if you look at man of all season, right, like Virat Kohli or like MS Dhoni, it's always Bitcoin, right? Consistency, if there's a name for it, that is Bitcoin, right? There's a lot of volatility, but if you zoom out for the long term, Bitcoin has done very well. The fundamentals are great. This year ETF also got launched, so a lot of institutional money is also coming in, right? If you look at the overall bull market, the price goes up when the Bitcoin price goes up, and it comes down when the Bitcoin price starts having corrections, right? The whole market is centered around Bitcoin. So don't look beyond Bitcoin. At least 50% of your overall crypto investment, it should be only in Bitcoin. Rest you can spread across where however you see it fit. PNL statement, Indrani, we are giving, like I said, you will get it in next 2-3 weeks, right? We are having tests. Satoshi Core, I don't have any opinion on this one. I have to read about it. But the moment I hear it, I might think it is free airdrop, Satoshi Core. I don't see any. See these things. There are so many like hamster bots. There are so many small projects. They start giving free airdrops and stuff like that, right? Go ahead, explore, experiment, but don't spend too much money on it, right? Do free things, get free stuff, right? Your money, put it in coins with solid fundamentals. Maybe 5%, 10% of the money you can play around, but don't play with 100% of your money. Trading competition also we can plan definitely. Let's see, how do we plan one, whether it should be overall. Let me think about it, Indrani. We can do this. Like we have everything ready. We need to launch it. We have to decide on the prices, but we can definitely do, right? One thing about trading competitions we have realized is like top two people, three people get the all the benefit. Rest of the people, they won't find the urge to trade, right? Whatever we want to do, we want to do it for a lot of people, like 100 people, 1,000 people should get benefit. It should not be like one person we are giving a huge prize money, two people get all the prize money, and rest of the retail traders, they don't get any price. That is actually not uh, very healthy for the exchange. So that is one reason why we have stayed away from trading competitions. But for the Diwali, it's coming, Ayuda Puja, so many events are coming. Around that, probably we can do one trading competition, right? Sure. Will Zil, can you send me a mail of all your suggestions? You have come up with a lot of suggestions, right? I want to understand something, what you're saying. I'm not able to upgrade status of coins, sell or buy quantities in one time, right? I need more clarity on this. I'll take feedback from you. See, Wazirex thing, whatever they're doing, they're not doing right for the community. They should have solved it in India by distributing this 55% of the funds that were remaining. Only 45% was lost, right? But this circuitous route, I don't think it's helpful for anyone, right? I'm not sure if Indian courts are going to agree to whatever happens in Singapore, because money has been lost in India, right? Vazirex has asked for 6 months time, right? But by that 6 months, there could be a bear market. The prices could go down, go up. Strongly believe that customers should be having full control of their Bitcoin or any other crypto, right? They have lost 50 percentage, right? It was a mistake, agreed. But remaining also they are not giving to the users. That is a very sends a wrong message, right? They don't have to do anything. They have to just keep withdrawals open, at least for 45% of the people's assets, right? If people held one Bitcoin, they should be allowed to withdraw 0.55 Bitcoin, right? ES20 tokens are lost, I understand, right? Let them figure that out. So the idea should be to give users as much assets as possible, right? If they had gone with this approach, they don't even need this 100 crores for this legal and other expenses. And I think 100 crores is a lot of money for all the legal and other expenses. uh, One thing is they have to be continuing paying salaries to their employees also. I'm not sure if all the employees are still with Wazirex. Uh, they would need this money, but technically they should have done better. That is my opinion on this thing. Geodas is an Indian entity, Indrani. We don't have any Singapore officer at this point. Ship, Doge, Floki, Dinesh, it's all narratives, right? It's like trending, whatever trends, right? In 2015, 16, and all, Rahul Gandhi was not trending. Suddenly he's trending. Now Kangana Ranaut is trending, right? You look at Twitter, different times, different things are trending, right? That's how meme coins are, right? Sometimes something becomes trending and the price goes up, right? They're not based on fundamentals. It is just based on FOMO kind of an effect. People see it going up by 10%, more people come in, it goes up by 20%, more people come in. So it is just a group thing that happens, but you are better off. So if you want to gamble, you can go and gamble, right? Long term, I don't believe in holding Shiba, Doge or Floki. You can make short term money in it, but long term, my trust is on Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Yes, I think Sundog is already listed. I have to check in Giottus. I think we launched dog. Okay, Sundog we need to list. I think we just launched dog, right? We are planning to launch Sundog. We launch Sundog soon. Okay, definitely. We need these suggestions flowing. So keep sending mails to us. You can also mention it in our Telegram group. Even in this comments for this video, you can post all the tokens that you are looking forward to, right? We will definitely take into consideration and we'll launch them. Okay. Um, Guys, it's 45 minutes since we started. I'm going to end it here. See, DeFi stake BTC, there is a website called Babylon, right? But they are not still fully live, right? So wait for it. Don't send your BTC to some random sites. Most important thing, right? You will lose your money primarily because of your greed, right? So don't chase a lot of these things. Even if you're going to stake a small amount, test it, try to do withdrawal. If the money comes back, only then put a large amount, right? Go with only established protocols. Don't go with random protocols, right? Even with Uniswap, there is something called an impermanent loss, right? Impermanent losses when the price of one asset goes higher and one asset becomes lower in Uniswap pool, you will be paid in higher value for the lower asset. right? So if the price changes, you will lose money in Uniswap. If the price remains same, you make commissions, right? So all these things you need to know before you do DeFi. So be very, very careful. Play around with 5,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees, learn the whole thing, and then increase your investments, right? Be very careful. See, XRP, I'm not very bullish in the long run, right? It is very surprising. Despite doing nothing, they are in the seventh position in the coin market cap, right? People don't use Ripple for anything apart from making payments in some gambling websites, right? Or transferring money from one exchange to another. Ripple is really, really cheap, but they don't support other tokens on that. Uh, and if you are talking about payments, already we have stable coins, we have Bitcoin. How can do Ripple do better? But that doesn't mean that the price will go down or go up, right? Like I said, Bitcoin Cash and all, no one knows who is running that project anymore, but that it's still there in the top 100, top 50, right? So my overall philosophy has been, go with the winning horse, right? If it's like picking a team for the IPL or picking a World Cup squad, you see who are is in the form, right? If Shivam Dube is in form, put him in the team. Virat Kohli is in the form, put him in the team. You don't keep an old player just because he used to play well, right? He has to play well recently. He should be in good form, right? If you take someone based on the class, right? Maybe you will be lucky, maybe you will not, right? But if you bet on someone who is in red hot form, right? Then there's a high chance that, like say Shubman Gill is in good form, right? Virat Kohli has recently come to form, right? So you try to pick people who are continuously scoring. So look at the last 30 days, last 90 days, last 1 year movement. So coins that have done well, invest in that. That's what I would say. Okay, guys, I have to go. Thank you. BDX coin. Uh, we don't believe in BDX coin. We see that there is a lot of suspicious activities around this BDX coin. So Giottus is not launching the BDX coin, right? Okay. So Indrani, I think these are specific comments. We have to look into it. So you are saying because there is liquidity, you are not able to buy in low price, right? That is something. I mean, people generally complain when liquidity is low, but you are complaining that liquidity is high. So in that case, you have to place slightly higher price because of TDS and everything. I still see that there is enough spread in all the INR pairs available, right? The liquidity has increased recently, but we are working to increase the liquidity even further. But you should not request us to reduce the liquidity. Okay. So I think I'll end the stream here, guys. Thanks for the participation. You had asked a lot of questions. I think I spoke for 10 minutes about the regulatory thing of crypto. But after that, 50 minutes, I have spoken just about all your questions. I'm happy that you asked all these different questions. Right. Looking forward to meeting you in the next week. Next Friday, again, we'll meet around the same time between 5 to 7. Thank you.